Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. In today's episode, I would really like to get a proper super smelter up and running. Something where if I have a bunch of stuff that I want to smelt up, I can dump it all into a chest, hit a button, and walk away. Or something along those lines, rather than having to babysit furnaces. And swap them out, like if I've got a bunch of different stuff, put in the right amount of coal. I'd rather just create a system that will basically do it all for me. And that will mean that we lose some of the experience from smelting, but I'm okay with that. I think we're going to go with an 8 furnace setup here. Let me just grab a few different resources. Let's grab like 2 stacks of wood. I did smelt up all of that iron that we got last episode, or had accumulated last episode, I should say. We'll need a few chests. I want a crafting bench, and we're gonna need some powered rails as well. So let's grab a little bit of redstone, and then I'm gonna need at least 1 lever, probably a couple levers. And I'll need some repeaters and stuff as well. So let's grab a little bit of nether quartz. Grab some smooth stone. I'll grab 1 stack of cobblestone. And I think that should do it for now. So I want to build this over here, I think. Like right up on this little area, right? And I think the smartest thing to do is to build the smelter. And then after we've built the smelter, build a structure around it, rather than building the structure first and hoping that I made it big enough and all that kind of stuff. I think it's going to be a better idea to just go ahead and let's just make the smelter itself first, and then I'll worry about making it look pretty. So let me just throw down a chest here to store all of this stuff temporarily, and then we can grab stuff kind of as we need it. Throw a crafting bench down, and let's start out with the chests and the furnaces. And I'm gonna need I'm gonna need 24 hoppers. So let's just make a bunch of these, and let's grab, oop, didn't mean to do that. There we go. So we'll go here, and there we go. 24 hoppers. That should be enough. So what we're going to end up with, this should be fine. Let's say like right here is our output chest, okay? So this is where the furnaces are going to output to, okay? And then we'll go, I'm going to need 1 more hopper. And there we go. And I will need, actually, that should be it. That should be it. Okay, so then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'll have this row of 8 furnaces, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so. We could even make this, make this more compact than I'm going to make it, but I want it to look good. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with hoppers feeding into the back of each of those furnaces. And on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. For those of you who have watched a lot of my videos before, this is going to be very similar to the smelter that I made in the last season of Kingdoms. It's similar to the smelter I did a 15-minute build on, and it's similar to the smelter that I built in Hermitcraft. And I just realized something. I'm pretty sure that I may have messed this up. Let's, not hugely, but just a little bit. Let me just see something here. It is sticks, isn't it? Give me some sticks. There we go. Let's just make a couple of powered rails. And let me check something here. When it comes to furnaces, you have to, like, orient them in a certain way. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so we actually need to change this up just a little bit here. And, no, I actually do not want my powered rails to be in hoppers. Thank you. Okay. So actually, this whole thing needs to be oriented east to west rather than north to south. Otherwise, it's not going to work properly. So, because we won't be able to get the rails to go the way we want them to. Rails are a little bit weird in Minecraft. It is what it is. It's just the way it is. But that means we're going to have to change the orientation of this. And it's going to have to go this way to this way rather than this way to this way. So, with that in mind, where do we want to put this thing? Let's see. I suppose we could put it maybe on this hill, like up here. I don't know. I had it all planned out. It was going to go over there. It was going to be beautiful. And now I'm not entirely sure because it's got to go east to west. Maybe we can just like rotate it, right? Maybe we put it over here instead. We can kind of not line it up with this house, but kind of build it off of this house, perhaps. Or I could put it over here, maybe? Oh, man. This totally threw a wrench in. I'd forgotten about that particular little thing. Let me figure out where I want to put this. I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys. I am back, and I'm in spectator mode, and I want to show you something. I've decided where I'm going to put this thing, but I've kind of come up with a vision of how the rest of this fishing village is going to come together. So we're going to put the super smelter over here, right in this little spot where we're looking at right now. And then I think the fishing village, the edge of it is going to be kind of marked out by these buildings, and it's going to kind of come over this way, and then it's going to go out here towards this kind of peninsula, and we'll probably put like a lighthouse, like right about here. And then that'll be like the entirety of the fishing village is basically this area going out this way and coming around. And maybe I'll make a wall around it, but I don't think it would really fit for the fishing village. Unless it's something very minor like a fence or something, you know, just more of a fence than an actual proper wall. But anyway, so I just wanted to show you that. And I figured the easiest way to do it was from up in the air. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this. We're going to orient it. The building's going to go like right here, as I said. So let's redo what we already did. So we'll put a chest here. We'll go hopper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Throw down our furnaces on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do the hoppers leading into the furnaces behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And finally, the hoppers on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there we go. So that is this it would actually be essentially a functional auto smelter right now, although it's missing some key components. So that's kind of the basic part, okay? And then we're going to, as we did before, throw all of this extra stuff into a chest just so we don't have to mess around with it too much. Let's grab these, and these. And we'll go... Somebody's car alarm is going off outside. It's throwing me off a little bit. That's all right. We'll do something like this. And then I need some sort of a building block. Let's just use cobblestone for the minute. We're going to go here, like so, and then here, like so, okay? And we need to figure out where we want the inputs for this to be. But first, we want to go and cover the top of these with powered rails, okay? And we'll kind of bring those down like that. Maybe do I want to turn it? I really don't. You don't need to turn it. Let's change this up a little bit. Instead of having that here, let's put it here instead, and we'll kind of bring it down like so. Although actually this needs to be a regular rail, not a powered one. Iron, please. Let's just make, just kidding. It's like that. There we go. Let's just make some regular rails. And it looks like it's actually about to be bedtime. So let's run and sleep real quick before this goes crazy. But yeah, this should be a fairly simple design. There's not really a whole lot to it. I mean, it's basically just a matter of getting the powered rails and stuff like that in place, and then it should be fine. And then we just need to build a structure around it to make it look not terrible. Okay, so if we put, well, this is all going to be covered up anyway. So let's put a powered rail. Oh, I see what's going on here. You need a break. Okay, so that's going to go here. And then that can be a powered rail, but that one can't be. Is this right? This doesn't seem right. We need this to be... Oh, I see what the issue is. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We'll switch this around a little bit. So we'll go here, down. Well, no, that's a very indirect path, which is less than ideal. So let's go down here and here. And then we can go... It's such a weird... Normally I would wrap these around. I may still want to wrap them around, honestly. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to lay down these rails. Ultimately, we are going to have to go a block and a block with a... No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to go... you go here, you go here. And actually, these can be powered rails. So we'll make these powered as well here and here. Okay, so they'll basically... The mine carts will come across. They'll hit this. They'll turn around and go back. And then we just got to figure out how we want to connect this stuff up. But in the meantime, let's just make a bunch of levers and get all these rails turned on. Okay, so we don't need this block and this block anymore. So let's just go a lever here. Does that get both? Yes, although it's also going to lock that hopper. So that's not going to work. So let's go here and here instead. And that should not lock the hoppers. And that will cover all of them. Okay, awesome. That's what we want. So then we'll do this. And I wish I could get this to turn right here. Yeah, I really do think the best way to do this is to just bring it around the other way. So we'll turn it like right. We'll make that like so. And then it'll turn here, right? Or maybe we even want to go turn here. So it's gonna like do like a little wiggle, so to speak. We'll just break out all of this. And then it'll start here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we need to make like one more batch of powered... It sticks. Every time. Every single time. Shows how often I make powered rails. There we go. One more batch of those should do it. Okay. And then we'll go... Come on. Bring that up. Break that. Put you here. Of course you don't want to be powered, you jerk. Okay. Oh, I can't put a lever there, can I? I can put a lever here? No, that's not going to power it. I need to power this rail without powering the piston, which is in many ways easier. Well, no, that'll power the piston. Well, you know what? This probably doesn't have to be a powered rail. It probably can be a regular one. And then we'll turn it here and go like so. And then powered rails like this. So then when we put a rail here, or a lever here, these will turn on. Okay. And I think that's what we're gonna want. Yeah. And it looks weird. It looks terrible with cobblestone, but that's fine. We'll end up swapping out the materials here in a minute. But that should work. So now let's go ahead and make 2 furnace minecarts, which means I need to make 2 minecarts. 1 and 2. And we'll go boop and boop. And then when I hit these, they should go across and back. And they do. But then there's a problem. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's an easy fix. So we just need to break this and that one. And go here and here with regular. And then that one will get a lever. Oh. That was supposed to be the grass block. There we go. So now, if we try this again, like so, put that here, put that here. They should go off. When I hit the lever, they should stop right here. And they do. Okay, awesome. So that is basically the smelter in a nutshell, as far as functionality goes. So this is now fully functional. However, it looks like hot trash. So we don't want it to look like garbage, and therefore we need to do a little bit of work. So let's go ahead and make ourselves some spruce slabs. We want it to match kind of the aesthetic of most of the other things in the village. I think I want to grab some stairs for sure. Let's use cobblestone stairs, I think. And then let's just grab a little bit of cobble as well. Let's also grab some spruce stairs. Let's grab a couple stacks of oak logs and a couple stacks of spruce logs because we're going to have to dress this up. And in this case, normally I would design the outside of the building first, but I think in this case I actually want to make the inside of it first. So what we're going to do is throw down cobblestone up here on this side, right? So you'll see the furnaces, but the hoppers and stuff are going to be hidden. And that's what I want. Okay. Then I think we'll probably go here. I don't know if I can place this the way I want, so let's just do that. There we go. Now we can break this and put that back. So we'll do something like that. And then right here, if I can get to it, we're going to do oak logs going up in the corners. Okay. So we'll have something kind of along these lines. And I'm thinking instead of, well, maybe it would be better with the cobblestone like that. That might be better. I don't know. It's hard to say. This building doesn't have to be like super big. It really just needs to come to like here, right? And then this would be our, and then this, well, this probably wouldn't be our doorway, but this would be one of our edges. So then we would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like so. This would come over all the way. And right here, we'd probably just put in cobblestone like this, is what I'm thinking. Although the other alternative would be we could actually just put the chest here and shorten the whole building. Well, not really, because we still have to deal with the blocks up there, so we can't really shorten it too much. So yeah, let's just do this. This will be fine. I don't know exactly where I want the door to be on this, but for now, let's just get something like this going, okay? And then we know that the interior, I want there to be a spruce floor in here, so we can tear out, you know, most of this, and we'll end up replacing a lot of the stuff that's underneath the, you know, we obviously don't want to be standing here and see the grass there. We're going to be replacing that as well. But I'm thinking we'll go like a spruce floor, right? And then maybe it would be better with oak wood for the behind bits. So instead of cobble here, we would go oak like so. And this guy would also be converted to oak. Although I hate the fact that you can still see this hopper. It looks so bad, but whatever. Oak, break this. That's all fine. We can break all of these for the minute and make that one oak as well. Yeah. Okay. Tell you what, let me get some work done on this. I'll be back with you shortly. All right, guys, I'm back and I think I've got it all finished up. Let's go look at it. But while we're doing that, let's go ahead and jump into the comment of the day as well. Today's is from Mario12267, and Mario says, "What instrument did you play when you were in band? I played trumpet. Nice cave." Also, a reminder: I am backlogging at the moment, so this is a comment taken from episode 9 of Kingdoms, the one that was an accidental talkie episode, because that's the most recent episode that's actually come out as of the time of this recording. I'm backlogging because of that big military case that we talked about. But anyway, so instruments. I did mention that I was a band geek, and I was a percussionist in grade school and high school. I played drum set primarily, but also all the other various percussion things: snare drum, bass drum, cymbals, triangle, bells, timpani, you know, all the various drummy things. But I primarily focused on drum set, especially in high school. And if you stuck me in front of a drum set, I'm sure I could still play, but it's been, I haven't owned a drum set now for probably about 5 or 6 years. No, longer than that, because I sold my drum set when I was a freshman in college, because I was living in a little dorm room for my freshman year of college, and, drum sets are big, and I had no place to put it, so I sold my drum set. And I had picked up guitar a couple years before that, and that kind of has since transitioned into my primary instrument. Like, I could, if you put a drum set in front of me and said, play a thing, I could still play. But I definitely play guitar more often than I play drum set now. And I'm not that great of a guitar player. More than anything else, I'm a singer. But anyway, so let's take a look at this. This is the auto smelter building thing. So I went with the same block palette and colors that we've used elsewhere in the village, and I think it works. Primarily oak, cobble, oak logs, and then spruce. As for the roof, I did a little funky thing with the roof, and I'm still on the fence as to if I really like it or not. I did kind of a hipped roof, which is a roof that angles up from all 4 corners rather than being a triangle roof. Like, this is a triangle roof, right? This is a standard angular roof that it has a specific term, but I don't remember the name for it. A hipped roof is a roof that kind of angles in from all 4 corners until you either hit a point or until you reach a flat surface. Like, if you watched season 1 of Kingdoms, all the roofs in Regnum, in the Roman kingdom, were all hipped roofs for the most part. But I did kind of like a partial hipped roof here. And then once I went up a couple blocks, it transitions into a triangle roof. And I thought that would be something kind of interesting. And it is definitely interesting, but I'm not entirely sure if I like it or not. It looks a little weird, like right here and here. I don't know. I think it's one of those things where I have to like look at it and for a while and decide if I actually like it or if I want to change it. I think I like it for the most part. But I think we definitely need to test this system. So we're going to put our smeltable things in the top chest and our fuel in the bottom chest. Why? Oh, you have stuff in you. Okay. That would explain it. Is there anything else that fell in here? No. Okay, it appears to be working. Everything should be distributed. And there's not, that wasn't a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously this is, when you're smelting small quantities of things, you probably wouldn't want to use that just because it's really inefficient for fuel. But for a test, like, whatever. And it's not like I'm running super low on coal or anything like that right now, so it should be fine. But let's just check. Yeah, it appears everything smelted, and it appears everything made it properly to the furnace. Okay, so I'm going to call it a resounding success. It worked, and good to go. So I think that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.